Hey, thanks for coming to a reading lesson today. What you're going to need for the reading lesson today is a pencil or pen and that reader's journal or notebook that we created on Monday. If you don't yet have this notebook created, go back to the assignment, look at the slides, and create that notebook. If you need some help from a grown-up, make sure to ask. If you need something from me, make sure to let me know too. Let's get started. So what we're going to talk about today is how to use that reader's notebook to collect your thinking in your reader's journal. Here we go. Under the Reading List tab, you'll write a list of books that you have already read, the title, the author, the genre, etc. Under the Choosing Books tab, a list of books you want to read, title, and author. Under the Mini Lessons tab is where you will keep the notes for your mini lesson journal. In this section, you can go back and look at previous lessons to review your thinking. Under the Reading Response tab is where you'll put thinking about books you have already read. They could be in the form of letters, or summaries, or book reviews. Okay, go ahead and find that reader's notebook and turn to Mini Lesson Notes. And in this section, you will write today's date and then collect my thinking in my reader's notebook. This will help me, and then you'll need to choose what this will help you do. In my notebook, I have written, go back to previous lessons to review what we learned, determine what my favorite kinds of books are, and find new choices to try. Go ahead and pause the video here so you can copy and then continue your thinking. When you're ready, continue playing the video for the next piece. Okay. In another section of your book, you're going to record each book you read on your reading list. Go ahead and try to set up your journal to look something like this slide with a number sign, title, author, genre, date completed, and the difficulty level. Was it just right for you? Was it a little too hard? Did you have to put it down? Was it too easy? Did you breeze right through it and not really get anything from it? Let's take a look at what that looks like in a notebook. So you'll turn to that first page where it says Reading List. You can see in my book I've already written several books down to number 11, how many books I've read so far this year. I actually stopped filling in this over here because they were all just right. Since I've been reading for a very long time, I pretty much know how to pick my own difficulty level. Have I come across books that were too hard for me to read? Absolutely I have. If I have to look for more than 5 words on the first page, I generally say, maybe this book is too hard for me and I should put it down and try a new one. Have I picked up books that are too easy for me to read and I go, this book was kind of easy and I didn't really like it? Absolutely I have. So here I have a pound sign, which is just a number sign to write down the number. The title I put here, and on some of the lines I only took 1 line. On some of the titles I took 2 lines. For author, I usually took 2 lines on each of these. Genre, I have sci-fi, sci-fi, thriller, mystery, fantasy, thriller, and 1 dystopian novel down here. This is the date I completed the book, not the date I started. You can see that it took me a while to read some of these books. This one took me about a month to read. This one took me only 11 days to read because I liked it so much I could not put it down. This one right here was so amazing that it only took me 6 days to read. I didn't really have a whole lot else to do in the middle of June. Now turn your attention back to that notes section. In the mini lessons section, you are now going to write, recording each book I read in my notebook will help me choose books in the future. Pause the video right here if you need to copy this slide. You can see in the Reader's Notebook under Mini Lesson Notes, here are the notes we wrote previously, and here are the notes we wrote about this lesson. Okay, if you need to go back and re-watch this video to catch some of the pieces and parts, that's totally okay. Go ahead and send an email to me if you need some help on anything, okay? I look forward to reading your journal entries. I can't wait to figure out what you've decided to do. See you next time.